Hey, well, I just wanted to um, express my condolences to Zulu One's family. I understand he has a wife. I just heard the news 10 minutes ago that he died, and I just really am very, very saddened. I understand that there was a live stream going on, and I don't know. I just felt like I needed to come on and just pay my respects to a very I didn't know him, but he came to my channel a couple of times, and I have I'm very thrilled that I even have any subscribers. But he would come on, and I said, "Hi, Zuluoni," because it was Zuluone. He corrected me, and anyway, um, I just want to say that I have been very, very blessed this year in being able to have time to research and rethink the way that I look at my body and my children's bodies and the love and what's the right way to eat and so forth after this. I mean, I came to the I came to our community because I understood what was going on in in I don't want to use the wrong words here. I understood what was going on in the world and what they're doing to children right now with allopathic uh, procedures and making that normal. And that's what brought me to flat Earth was when I realized that a biblical cyclical child sacrifice ceremony is going on right now. That everything's a lie, and that's what brought me to the community. And anyway, I'm very, 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 very sad that he's not with us anymore. And I think that it's very important that we start talking not only about the shape and the beautiful workings of the world, which I'm passionate about. I'm big time into electricity and studying electromagnetic frequencies and how they affect our body. And if you follow me, you know that I generally film outside as much as I can. I don't have a phone. I think maybe this is a warning. All this beautiful community that I love to consider doing as much as you can outside in the sun, get barefoot, consume pure salt. Consume pure salt. You can message me and I'll give you, I'll answer anything. I'd love to help. Um, and I can explain why I think that pure salt is great. I have a salt theory for longevity, which is 4 steps. And I guess it's just so important that we're much more generalists and we don't just stay in one space, right? Um, and we start looking at how we're living each day. And I know how I get very drawn in to looking at on YouTube, and I learn so much from documentaries, and I love these podcasts, listening to people discuss and converse. And I'm a huge fan and a student of Dr. Tom Cowan, the new biology curriculum. And maybe that's just a place for everyone to start, is to look at Dr. Tom Cowan's videos. He does a live show every Wednesday at 2 p.m. on YouTube. Tom Cowan put forth the EMF theory that what is COVID, and I don't want to say anything that offends anyone. I'm just explaining information that's out there. So that's a place maybe to start looking. Also, I think a really very, very good product that I bought was called theendofcovid.com. And not only does it's a lot of flat earthers. Almost everybody's a flat earther, so that's cool. But it's over 80 hours, and it has it explains the whole medical side of things. And it explains how, what I believe in, I think it was probably Tom who put this out there first, or maybe even Amanda Vollmer, but it's definitely true. The whole concept that we know of the world being that the sun is 93 million miles away is similar to the atomic theory and making things so minuscule that we can't even imagine their existence. So that's the trick, right? And so once you realize that that's how they do things, that they make them really massive and big that we can't understand, or they make them really, really small and incomprehensible with a strange math, and then they add in charges, and then they add in numbers that really are not related to anything. That's the same thing that's going on in the allopathic world. So, having said that, I just would like to invite whoever watches this, who's maybe less inclined towards the health thing, to maybe just take a look at Tom Cowan's stuff, look at Dr. Amanda Vollmer. I have the SALT theory for longevity, and there's a lot of great information out there. The main idea is to not eat processed foods. Basically, just try to understand, just like a child, where things come from, and then seek that out, and seek out that you know as much as you can from the beginning of the supply chain. That means like where is that cow walking on what grass, and does he live on that grass all day long? Is he getting any additional food that's not natural to his teeth formation? So there's just so much cool stuff to learn that can help us protect ourselves from, my goodness, sudden death. What a shock. So this is a tribute and hopefully an offering of information to consider. I don't have no idea what happened. I'm just saying that I personally have cabled my house. I don't have a cell phone. I don't have a television. I have this laptop that I'm talking on. And it's really, I think, helped me a lot. And I feel better being engaged with people, and I can hold my attention longer. And I think there is something to electromagnetic frequencies being very bad for us. And they are also emitted from the screens. And imagine if you have several apparatus, like where I'm sitting right now, this is a fluorescent light bulb. Okay, so we're being attacked, I believe, all day long by these electromagnetic frequencies. And they come in different formats. And unfortunately, a lot of them are generated by fluoride, which is really, really, really upsetting. And but if you understand that, then you can shift your behavior to be more focused in nature and looking at the electrical sources that God gave us, which is the sun and the earth and the ocean. We have sources of electricity around us that are free and beautiful and good for you and are going to enhance your life. And seawater takes away wrinkles. I'm going to the beach at the end of the month. I'm so excited. I'm so blessed. But I've started to start rubbing salt in a cotton ball, pure salt, and start rubbing it on your face, right? Because if you look into saltwater pools, that's where I learned it. I was looking into saltwater pools, and one of the benefits is there's so many benefits. It's so obvious. It's 99% cheaper than a chlorinated pool, and it's so good for you. And one of the benefits is that it takes away wrinkles. That's what they say. And it makes sense, you guys, because if you understand that our body is structured, crystallized, fourth phase, whatever water, great. But what I declare in my working theory, okay, I can be proven wrong, is that it's not ATP, Dr. Pollock, and I with all due respect, no, it's salt. And I think that's the great secret that they don't want us to share. Not Pollock. I'm just saying in general, the bad guys that are running the allopathic system. And I am dedicating my life to connecting these different planes of thought to see if it's coherent. And I think it is. I have a big hunch. But it's for good. I want people to know, and I think we need to share it, and we need to start taking advantage of this gorgeous, beautiful plane flat with features, gorgeous earth. I like the word in Spanish better, tierra, that we live on, and how we're so blessed to have all this gorgeous nature around us. But it only happens once you're ready for it. Because let me say, since I was 17, I was living in big cities and I loved it. And then I changed only in really the last 3 years. And in those last 3 years, I've changed a lot. And, I was into like putting decorative plants in the yard. And now I'm like, that's the stupidest thing ever. We should not be planting anything except things that are productive, that give us fruit or give us some kind of a medicine or for wood, whatever. It's gotta have a purpose, or don't do it. And I would say the same thing about, I know I'll just stop right there. But anyway, have a good night, and please say a little prayer for ZULUONE, that he arrived where he's supposed to be peacefully. And I send much love and strength to his wife and his family going through this time. It's a very, very difficult time. My father died a few years ago. Very difficult. And it's if there's any way I can help, please reach out. I'm good at reading contracts, and I would love to help you if I can help you in any way. Because at this time, this is when some real sharks come around, right? And it's just awful. It's just awful. And what you need right now is good support, and know that people love you, and take your time making decisions, but make sure that you write down as much as you can. Write down everything you can remember that happened, so you heard of it. Because I've been in some pretty traumatic moments in the last 3.5, 4 years, and I find that your memory, it doesn't always serve you. So it's really good to have that the first few days, like, write down what you remember, and so you can look back on it. Write it down in your hand like this, and put it in a book. Have it so that you can reference it. Okay. Have a good day or night or whenever you watch this. If you've watched this, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. It's just so nice to talk. I'm very grateful to be back, able to talk online. And I'm very sorry for anybody right now suffering a loss or dealing with someone who's sick right now. And I just want to encourage you to have faith that they can get better. And the world will tell you they can't. And I say, and I think Jesus would say, have faith, have no fear, and just go for it. Just look for any solution you can. And do your best to get out of the allopathic system. I don't want to say any words that might get me in trouble. So just look up that word, and that means look outside of the box. And know that God wants us to live a long time, and the body fights, and it doesn't usually suddenly die. Is my experience. It doesn't usually suddenly die. Those are toxins in my experience and opinion the body is constantly in a curative state. And you can see that when you scratch or you cut your hand accident. I mean, when I cook, if I cut something or if you get a mosquito bite, it gets better. And it's amazing. We're so beautifully designed. Um, so God bless you. I love you. Anyone who's watching, I'm like, it's just so nice that you even listen to this point, and things are gonna keep getting better and better. And we have to put out blessings and not cast spells. And even if you think something negative and you think pretty much it's gonna happen, don't say it. Because when you put it out there, it's got something like 70% more power just having put it out into the vibrations, out into the ether. And that really cool guy did some great research on that with athletes, high level athletes. And he talked about the importance of not saying what you don't want to happen. You just don't say it. And look into Florence Scoville, who I love. I've posted her stuff. Look back at my other my posts. If you look under community, there's a lot of stuff to research. Okay, well, thank you. Have a good night.